Hey y'all, it's Alexis. I'm here to talk about keto and ADD or ADHD. I have been on keto for 5 weeks. I have done it rigorously since day one. I'm getting more into the lazy zone, which is like I got Powerade Zeros today, and I'll do an Atkins bar once in a while. But basically, I've been pretty rigorous. Like, I've been pretty proud of myself. So, I have had ADD since I was a kid. Never diagnosed, but my mom was going to teacher conferences when I was in 2nd grade because I was staring out the window so much and I wasn't focused and, just uninterested. And however, when I was interested in something, I was highly focused. Like, I remember being really interested in where the red fern grows, and I remember being really interested in it wasn't social studies, maybe it was, anyway, it would be like whatever geography was called. It wasn't called geography, but that's what it was. And we were learning about all the different terrains of the earth, and for some reason I was really interested in that. So, I was highly focused on that. I loved doing the science projects. I loved writing papers in high school. But if it wasn't something I was highly interested in, I would totally check out. And could not get engaged in high school, so I was extremely truant and making F's and rebellious because I could not be successful in high school. I really think if I could have been successful in high school or had a better high school academic experience, and then prior to also elementary, middle school also, better academic experience, maybe I would have been engaged. So anyway, so I was never diagnosed. I was never medicated. So I guess I kind of always thought something, but anyway, I had my first child when I was 21, and as time moved along, it turned out he is ADHD and was diagnosed with slow processing disorder and ADHD, slow processing disorder, and dysgraphia. So what we knew we wanted to get checked out was the dysgraphia, and so I went to get him tested for that, and sure enough, which it's where dyslexia is a reading disorder, dysgraphia is an actual writing disorder. So from mind to hand, and then even physiologically, the muscular structure and abilities are different. And so he could learn anything all day long, and tested post-high school on his SAT scores, and ACT he tested enough to get into college, but he could not write everything out. So anyway, the cure is use a computer, blah, blah, blah. That's not the point of this video. So I was a single mother. I did medicate him at one point when he was in 5th grade, and it was not good. It was like Ritalin or Adderall. I think maybe we tried both. And anyway, one made him cry excessively, and one made him angry. And then, anyway, so he tested 6 out of 9 on the ADHD scale for his evaluation. So it was pretty high, inattentive ADD. So that's what I have. And then the slow processing disorder is just like with math. Some people just take longer to get math and master each concept. I was the same way. So all this ADD. Okay, so let's bring it around to keto. So I've tried Trim Healthy Mama. I've tried low cal. I've never tried anything hardcore. I'll admit. I did try Trim Healthy Mama pretty hardcore about 3 years ago, and I never lost a pound. So that didn't work for me. I think it's still too carby. And so, but anyway, here I am. I'm on keto 5 weeks in. I'd say after the first week, I noticed my energy level go through the roof. I noticed that I was able to focus on anything I needed to focus on. And I'm 41 years old. I've learned if I need to focus on something, I've learned how to cope and do it. But it didn't come easily, and I was always highly distracted. So, even regardless of the focus, the energy level, I mean, the focus is just a byproduct of the energy level that I have with keto. So the keto diet, I would suggest to anybody to do with your children before you put them on Adderall or Ritalin, and to do for yourself if you have trouble focusing and if you have trouble with energy. And I know a lot of, looking back on how I would eat, like I'm a stay-at-home mom, I homeschool, I get up, homeschooling's my job, I have to homeschool a lot of children, I tutor a bunch of kids, and, well, I shouldn't say a bunch, I tutor my niece, and then I have, she's middle school, and then I have 2 high school daughters, and then I have a 4-year-old daughter, and what was last year an infant, and so last winter. So I think about what I would do, and it's because of the carbs. It was the glycogen and all that. I would eat something with carbs, and everybody else isn't like this, but I would literally, like, it would take time for me to process those carbs, and then I would feel the urge to stand back up, go back to the kitchen and get something else. And I wouldn't eat a huge plate of anything, but I called myself a grazer. I thought that was the I had. And I was in a constant state of like kind of depressive. All my life I've been like that. And I would use some stimulants, whether it be wine or when I was younger, other things, to get up, to raise my fog up, to get focused, to get I don't know, just kind of out of this bog, this foggy, boggy bog. I don't know what to call it. Anyway, I'm a pretty spry, happy person. I'm always like this. I'm always like, personable and happy, and I smile a lot. But anyway, just as a state of being, a normal daily grind state of being, it wasn't uplifting and energetic and positive. And now I am uplifted, energetic, and positive, and I don't have that constant lull and constant like feeling like, okay, I'm down, I got to get back up. I'm down, I got to get back up. So anyway, it's just great. So ADD, maybe it'll work for ADHD. We don't have the H in my house. Nobody got the H. There is no H. Well, there is H with my 1-year-old. She's got the H. But Sid, my son, and I, we are very inattentive ADD. So that's the kind where you like just, you're chill, you're pretty chill, and you can daydream a lot, and you have trouble focusing to like anything monotonous. Anybody droning on talking, anything that bores you, and it can border on being rude if you don't know how to manage your like facial expressions and your body language, and then just caring about another person and like pushing yourself to be interested in their life. I've got that down now that I'm an adult, but I can see where, when I was younger, it could have been an issue. It was probably very me focused. It was. But anyway, and so I hope my son, with his inattentive ADD, gets to that point where it's like, you've got to come out of you and over to others. So anyway, keto, way to go. Keto's the way to go. And so try it if you have ADD or ADHD. What else could it work for? Who knows? I think I've seen some stuff on autism and high fat, low carb and cancer. So I don't know, but it definitely works for ADHD or ADD. Definitely works. So try it. Good luck. Hit like, subscribe. My name's Alexis, and I'm going to be doing videos on kids, homeschooling, blended families, remarriage, past life, having an ex family, having a new family, having a new husband, being newly married at 41, having a baby at 40, at 38, 39, and 41, having teenagers, all kinds of stuff. So hit like and subscribe. See you in a bit. Bye.